Hello, it is I. This is Kristen Codes, and I'm coding every day until I become a web developer. I think everybody heard that, right? Right? We in here. Let's put on some rain sounds. Let's put on some rain sounds. Well, hello there. Hello there, Fabs. Hello there, Wealth. Hello. Hello. Hello, Torimasha4486. Hello, how are you today? Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. M. Johnson. Hello. JTDC1PL3E. Back at it again. Back at it again. Oh, man. How was y'all's day today? Hope it was great. I think you are afraid to do hard work on creating roadmap. You still stick to easy one, i.e. CSS. Interesting. Thank you for that comment. How is everyone doing today? Did y'all have a good day? It's almost the end of the year, y'all. I'm just finish this and then I'll start. By the way, you guys can join the Discord if you would like. How do I give a general server invite? Let's see. Ah. I shall not. Now that was amazing. Now let me read these comments. All right. Come on, bro. Get motivated to start hard. To start hard ones first. If at all you stuck somewhere, your reviewers and AI is there to help always. Sing Amazing Grace with the UK accent. Tori Masha, thank you for your comment. I will send it up to HR. Sing Amazing Grace with the UK accent. I will not. I won't do it. But today we are starting on. Well, we are not starting. We're continuing on. We are continuing onward because we gotta open Figma. We gotta open the Figmas. Actually, I'm gonna put this over here. Put this right here. Have this over here. Okay, so where are we? We were doing the text box, and in the text box we had boop, 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 boop. We were doing all of that stuff, so that's good. So now what we need to do is to add these check boxes, and I forgot how to do check boxes. I think that's an input tag. Let's see. Check boxes in HTML. Yeah, it is an input type. Does it have to be in a form? Can I just do... Can I do input checkbox? And then the name will be we'll just call it exclude. And we'll call the ID. You want Front End Mentor Pro monthly or annually? I am on monthly, and unfortunately I am a broke boy, so I am unemployed at the moment. So it is, hold on. I was just talking to somebody about that. he's on the yearly. I was gonna hit up front end mentor and be like, hey man, hey, what's up? You know, I do all y'all stuff. Y'all should send me a kickback or something. You know, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. ID vehicle, no, ID is exclude. Let's give it a, yeah, you should do it, man. Value exclude. Then we're gonna do label for exclude. Let's see what that looks like. Why didn't it show? Oh, we're not even live. You should do it, man. Okay, so we got exclude there. Now we need the same thing, but for we're gonna say character limit. I think the way I can do this is Control D. Crap. Yeah, buddy. So we got that down. So we got our 2 check boxes. Oh, I'm all in the way. Nobody was gonna tell me I'm all in the way. I'm all in the way. I am all in the way. All right. You should do it, man. Are you learning, Johnson? Are you learning? Are you learning front-end web development, or aren't you already a professional? Text preset 4. What's up, Matt? I know enough JS, React, HTML, CSS to be dangerous, but can do much on my own without looking it up right now, but trying to get back into it. From what I understand, even people on the job look things up. Where am I? Oh, yeah. What? Hello. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I want to become a front-end web developer. What is going on with this? Oh, that's what I did. Okay. So we have text input options. And then we have div Hello. Why did it do that again? This whole section is just messed up. This shit. I hate when HTML is like being weird. I'm doing good. How are you? The theme is aura. Thank you. Let me put on some socks. It's cold. It's cold. All right. All right. Next section are these 3 cards. It's a character counter. We are coding a character counter. If you go to my GitHub and you go to the top, you'll see my GitHub should be in the description. You go to repositories, you go to learning roadmap, and it'll show you right now we're working on this. So I'll just copy paste it. No, I do not post on Twitch. We're making a character counter. If you go to the link and you go to learning, go to the learning roadmap, you'll see that we are on week 1, and the project that we're working on is this right here. Go to the. It's going pretty great. Thank you so much for asking. Oh shit. How did we do this on the other? Let me check my GitHub. Because I could have sworn we ran into this issue, but somebody else told us how to solve it. The issue was on the Pomodoro counter. If I could actually move this. Pomodoro. Yeah. All right. All right, there we go. There we go. And I think we already have a gap. Yep. So now we just need to look at our Figma file See how, let's see, what is the gap right here? The gap is 16 pixels, and these things are 150 tall. And they have a border radius of 12. Thanks, brother. My friend gave it to me. It's my first robe I've ever had, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Thanks. Appreciate that. All right. So now that I got all that, now I need to style these three. How far are we into the stream? 48 minutes. Okay, we can take a 10-minute break. Take a 10-minute break. So for anybody wondering what we're doing right now, so again, if you just joined, make sure you subscribe and join the Discord. I'll send you a Discord link. Y'all want the Discord link? Here we go. Bam. Here's the Discord link. Discord link. We have a roadmap. Our roadmap is in the GitHub. So if y'all want to know what I'm doing, y'all can go to the yeah, tell me how to make an invite that doesn't inspire. Please, please, please. For real, like, I want to know. Tell me how to do it. I'm listening. I will follow your instructions. When you make it at the bottom, it shows a button that says edit invite. So are you saying I go here? I'll go here. Oh. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you so much. They made those words so small. So I guess I'll put this right here, and then I'll post it. I'll pin it. Bam. All right. Thank you so much. Who are you? Who said that? New WY8PY. I think you come here a lot. Ooh, I like your Trigon default picture. And that's Wealth. Hey, Wealth. My name is Angel. Hello, Angel. Oh my God, it's Wealth. We love Wealth. And then there's Quires. Quires. Is that a hamster? I don't know what that is. But thank you for helping me out. I appreciate y'all. What's up, Duck? So right now, so yeah, if y'all go to the learning roadmap and y'all go, we're on week 1. Go to character counter. We're making this right here. So you type in some words, and then it tells you the total characters, the word count, and the sentence count. It's just a front end mentor challenge. So that's what I'm working on. Right now I'm working on like the way it looks. So it's gonna look like this. Make sure y'all subscribe and come into the Discord and stuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. I do front-end mentor with the combination of another course. Front-end mentor gives me my practice stuff. So, front-end mentor gives me my practice stuff. So if you look at the roadmap, you'll see there's a Udemy course referenced. And that's so this week is data structures, modern operators, and strings, and all different types of stuff. So I do that on the side, and then here's that project. So the character counter. So y'all can just go here. See, I already did that, but they want me to do it in React. All of this is gonna be done in React. So it's Monday, so we're making good progress on this app. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I also did like a small little thing because somebody in our Discord came in, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do a warm up. I'm gonna start doing a warm up every day, like a small little HTML, whatever. Sup, Deezy? Has it been 10 minutes yet? No. 5 more minutes. Thank you, Amir. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Are you approaching full stack? I'm focused on front end right now. So I want to be front end first. And then I'll go into back end. So right now the focus is front end. The focus is front end. Yeah, it says if you go to the GitHub, the link should be in the description. You'll see it has some info about me. It also has it. So there you go. And you can go to my GitHub and you'll see it'll show the videos and stuff and blah, 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 blah. So that's what we're doing. I'm just taking a short break right now. Because the problem is, like, I'll code for an hour or two and then I'll get tired and I can't stream as long if I... That's not a roadmap. Try to learn how to make roadmap first. Timing out. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. We were so yeah. So that's what we're doing right now. So yeah, I noticed that when I stream, I don't take breaks, so I'm going to start taking more breaks. Oh, that's what's up, Quirez. I mean, Duck. Nuffles. I listen, man. I'm too old at this point to entertain negativity. Everybody's a genius these days, and everybody has their own opinion. I don't really have time. Have you just started front end development, or have you been coding for a while? So if you go to my GitHub, I feel like I'm gonna be saying this all stream. If you go to my GitHub, I'll link it for you. I wish I could put multiple pins. If you go to my GitHub, you'll see when I started. You'll see I made my first contribution on August 30th. I created my first thing and I started doing like JavaScript projects. So I started with JavaScript and I made little projects like this. Like I made a little drum kit thingy. And then I started making it, you know, I did a few different things. And then I didn't like the fact that it was all ugly. So I spent a lot of time in CSS. My God. I know I can't do C++. Every time I see people doing C++, I'm always so very impressed. Let's look at some C++ syntax right quick. Ah, the light. Oh, that's better. Oh, no, definitely I'm not a pro. Not at all. Not even close. If you could become a... See, I would be a pro if we were still in the pandemic or pre-pandemic days. I would have a job by now, probably. Because as long as it feels like, I think back then, as long as you could center a div, they were, and you were a warm body, they would take you. Yeah, so yeah, there's a guy on YouTube who I think his name is Coding Jesus. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Our break is almost over. I got like 60 seconds. Coding Jesus. Coding Jesus actually, okay, so I started my coding journey halfway through this guy's coding journey. He's on day 101. Then he got a job 7 days ago. And I'm going to show y'all my DMs to him because we've been... Hold on, where's Steven? I told Steven, like... Hold on, where is he? Where's this dude? Right here. I said right here, you're going to get this job. Right? That was on the 16th. And he made this video, and then 6 days later, he got the job. Right? You know, Matthew, Matthew, put that in advice. Matthew, that's a good one. Both you and that dude pop up on my recommended all the time learning on streams is a great idea. Like, put that in it. Like, we have a whole advice channel because, listen, there's a lot of advice that comes my way. And so, for me to, like, absorb it all, like, if y'all put it in advice, I read that shit. Whether it's good or bad or mean or sad or rainy or whatever, I read all of it. All of it. All of it. All of it. I ain't in Discord. My first time here. Boy, if you don't get your booty over to the Discord, put your booty in the Discord. Yeah, I got mods. One of the mods is in here right now. We were all in Discord earlier. There's a few mods. There's 2 right now. And then we're probably gonna have another one. There's people in this Discord that are it seems like there's a lot of professional people. Like, there's some of my friends, but there's a lot of professionals in the Discord. What's so difficult about C++ anyway? Well... You know, we're not even going to go into it, okay? let's just all agree that C and C++ is a little bit, yeah, here we go, memory management. It's a little bit more difficult, okay? It doesn't, I don't think it has a lot of training rules. JavaScript, I love C Sharp. Personally, I started coding in Unity. I love C Sharp a lot. I really enjoy C Sharp a lot. It's my favorite. Yeah, both of you popped up on my recommended, which was amazing. I love seeing the brick by brick learning with you versus Steven's a little bit more advanced philosophy. Yeah, Steven just graduated with a, oh shit, the sound stopped. That alarmed me. Oh no. True, but it was the first language to include OOP concepts, which made it more complex to deal with. Okay. What was I gonna? Oh my god! Not the rain stopping. I need the rain, and I need to get back to my work. It's y'all's fault. Y'all distracting me. It's all y'all's fault. All right, let's get back to work, y'all. I'm just taking breaks nowadays because I got to take breaks or I won't stream as long. All right. So where were we? So now we got to create those background colors. The first one is purple 400. You can look, if you go to my GitHub, which is in the description, you'll see how long I've been coding. If you go to my GitHub, which should be in the description of this video, or if you scroll up, you'll see I posted some links to my GitHub. Go to the GitHub and you'll be able to see how long I've been coding. All right. Let's see. So where are we? We are creating, so we got our boxes. And now we need our dot total characters dot word count and dot sentence count. And for this one, we want the background color to be background color for purple 400. We want this one to be yellow 500. C++ in itself is generally difficult because of where people are coming from. Coming from a language with garbage collector and many safety features, it can be hard to get used to. I'm pretty sure that's in reference to C++. Orange 500. So now we got all our colors. I think we got all our colors. Yep, we got all our colors right there. So now what I want to do is I want to make each box. Well, actually, let's put the image. Let's put an image inside the box, each box, and make it position absolute. So first what we're going to do is say position relative on, actually we don't have to do all that because we have this class position relative, and then we're going to say we're going to put an image, and let's see, we have this is character count. This is word count, and this is sentence count. All right, so we got those. So the job now is to position them over on this side. See how the Figma file is like that? Yep. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to say dot box image position absolute. We're going to say right 0, top 0. Let's see if that works. It did push it over there. Let's get rid of this blue solid thing. And it did push them, but we need to push it even more. So I want to do, I have to do overflow hidden for this. I doubt it, but can I do the right negative number, like -50? Let's just, yeah. Let's just do that. Okay, never mind. Can we do 50? Hold on. Did it work? Oh my God, the sound stopped again. How do I push it even more? You mean I should do -50? Oh yeah, cool. Boop. Okay, that's better. Okay. Yay. We gotta make it pixel perfect, y'all. Oh my God, I'm closing everything. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yes, I know I should be using rim units more. I understand that if the default, say for example, the default is 16 pixels for the default font size, then one rim is 16 pixels. 1.5 would be what? 24 pixels. 2 would be 32. pixels. But I am being lazy. Usually I have a rim converter on the other tab, but you know. So anyway, now what we want to do is I'm gonna put some defaults. Okay, so it's over there. Oh my god, why is it stopping like that, man? Hold on, man. I like my rain sounds. Ooh. I can tell streaming like this has everyone questioning every code decision. Man, I can't make a move without somebody saying something. I can't scratch my butt cheeks without someone saying, "Did you could use pixels or that's not the proper syntax," or like sometimes like when I'm coding I mess up, but the messing up is the important part because then I learn from it. They don't let me mess up. Let me mess up. If you see me on something for like 20 minutes, then that's when, or maybe even 10 minutes. Let's see. Oh, yeah, because I know I will have somebody over my shoulder. Yes. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas. If you go to my GitHub, it'll tell you where I'm from. All my information is on GitHub. All my information is on GitHub. Join the server. All my information is on GitHub. All right. So what do we do? Oh my God, the sound stopped. Okay. Okay. So anyway, where was I? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a display. Hold on. Let me see what this looks like. So we can justify it to the start, align it to the center, give it a padding, and in the Figma file, it should say what padding it is. Padding is 16. Box. Padding 16 pixels. Padding 16 pixels. Rim also makes it so that if you change your HTML font size, everything that uses rim scales accordingly. Yes, sir. You are completely correct. Why are you not using Tailwind CSS? You know, that's a good question. I don't think you would have. The key thing about saying Tailwind CSS is the CSS part. Because you can't have Tailwind without CSS. Ain't that something? Ain't that something, man? You can't have Tailwind without CSS, man. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Ain't that something, 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 man? I mean, what? I mean, you cannot have Tailwind without the CSS. That's some crazy stuff, man. I know I can make the padding one rim. I understand, and I appreciate what you just said. I do. I know I can make it one rim. I know. It makes it easier when I go from this Figma file and I'm just looking and it says 16 right here, and I can go there and I see 16 and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I don't have to double check or rethink. I just want to look at it. So, yes, I understand. Rim is better. Every programmer should start with assembly and then consider their life choices. That is timeout worthy. That is timeout worthy. I mean, that is timeout worthy. But I'm going to be quiet. I'm just going to be quiet. So anyway, we were going to display flex, justify content start, and align items center. So that should push, and it did. And so now what I want to do is I want to come over here. So we got our image. We got our image. Actually, why don't we word count, total characters, class, text. Let's go with text preset 4. This is actually text preset 3. All right. And now we're going to have our other. Should I put that? No, before. And we're going to say that this is, I don't know. Is it going to be H2? Let's make them H2s. With a class of text preset 1. And inside those things, we're going to put hello. This is what we got. And I need to change this Z index. Actually, I might not need to. Let's see what happens. I'm curious about that. Actually, let's change these hellos to $2.99. And then we're going to go to our box. We have a display of flex. We want a flex direction of a column. That is weird. That is a weird behavior. I was not expecting the column to do that. Oh, yeah. It flips when, okay, yeah. It flips when you do column. All right, so that's what we got. So bam. All right. And we need to come in these things. Text preset 1, and we need to give these an ID of, let's say, I'm going to say total result. Word result. Sentence result. If you go to the GitHub, let's see, Chandon Jane CJ4025. If you go to the GitHub and you go to Kristen Codes and you go to repositories and you go to learning roadmap and you go to week 1 and you go to the character counter, it'll bring you to the challenge that we're currently on. And in that challenge, we are doing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Also, if you would like to see more JavaScript, you can go to Kristen Codes, you can go to repositories, you can go to, let's see, you can go to the JavaScript Sandbox, you can go to front end quiz. You want to see some JavaScript that we've done, you can go here. Oh look, JavaScript, lots and lots and lots of JavaScript, lots and lots and lots of JavaScript. There you go. And you want to see some more JavaScript? See, And then we have, let's see, what else? What else do we have? You want to see a little bit more JavaScript? Here we go. Here's some more JavaScript. Bam, bing, bam, wham, bam. You want to see some CSS? We got some CSS for you, boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, hold on. And there's more. Let's see. Why don't we go to the front end quiz? You want to see some more CSS? Here's some more CSS for you, baby. Yeah. Alrighty. Now that we got that out of the way. All right. So let's see. What's next? We have our letter density. I did this type of stuff in another project. EITON. Hold on. Is it saying, are we? No. We're not always doing. Hold on. No. There's no way. EITON. Is it always EITON, or is it the most characters? Is it listing the most characters? Oh God. And then there's a see more. Oh man. Yeah, but the thing that I'm looking at is that I thought it was vowels. If all of these were vowels, that would make sense. But they're not all vowels. They're different letters. So what it's doing is it's going through all of these things and listing the top 5 most looked at letters. So I can't be lazy. I wanted to be lazy. I just want to put A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. And then now I see that I cannot do that. So, whatever. It's okay because we have today and the rest of the week to finish this. Oh, my back. I could if I wanted to, but would I be a decent human being? I don't think it makes much of a difference. It makes a difference spiritually. You know what I mean? When you don't do your best, when you don't do what you should be doing, it's an attack on the soul. It really is. When you know you should and you could and you need to and it helps you and it benefits you and you decide not to do it, my spirit. Psychic damage. Okay, so now we do these letter densities. And I think I want to look up some HTML stuff. Let's do that together. So there should be some CSS field property. And I think I did this before. But I think I did it with... Nah, I did it a different way, man. I did it a completely different way. What project did I do this on? Because I know I did it on a project where I had the percentage, like, I had this background and then I had this over it, and then I said the percentage of this percentage would dictate how long this was, but I forgot how I did that. Don't tell me. I want to figure it out. You know what I think I did? I think all I did was I had this background and then I put this over it. And then I said, okay, well, if this is 100% and this is a child of this, then I would set this, I would probably math.floor this and set it to 16% width of this thing right here. I think that's what I did. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like that's not the best way to do it though. But I feel like it worked for me. It worked for me. And I'm pretty sure there's a better way to do it. How to fill a bar in CSS. Yep. Okay. So basically, yeah, what I did was the same thing that AI said. Uh, I'm so lazy right now. Do I really have to do all this? I do. I do have to do it. So let's do it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna have 5 divs. So we have our letter density div, and we have div dot bar times 5, right? And then in hold on, why didn't it? Come on now. And then each inside each one, we're gonna have. Let's see, we have a p that's gonna have a class uh, of letter, and let's just say letter 1, letter 2, letter 3, letter 4, letter 5. This is a great, you know what? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have, let's just do bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, bar 5. All right. And what else do we have? We have this. We have the actual bar itself. Hold on, how am I going to do that? Oh, it doesn't matter because whatever this width is, so, I could use CSS Grid, but I'm not. I should though. And then, well, actually, then we have div and then after the div and then after the div.bar we have another p tag with a class of bar percent, and then we're going to say this letter is going to be a, oops, and inside this we're going to have, I'm just going to say div div dot bar. I don't know, man. Bar. Is it bar percent? No, we already have bar percent. We're gonna call this one bar percent, and then we're just gonna call see, and this messed up. And then we're gonna keep all the bars the same, but the percent needs to be different. So then we have 2, and we have 3, and we have 4, and we have 5. All right. So now what I could do is, so we got the letter density container, and the letter density container needs to be, of course, display flex direction column. And we're gonna say a gap of 1.4 rem. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to go to each, we're going to go to each percent. No, I just want percent. Damn. Oops. Percent. Actually, right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there. And we're just going to put 50%. 16.55. Just so that we can see all this stuff. Oh, it's not doing it right. No. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So now what we want to do is color density. We want to do color white. Okay, and then I want to use grid on this because I want this to be over here, and then I want this to be another side. But I know I can do it with flex. I feel like I rely on flex too much. I just feel like I rely on flex too much, and I'm getting like, yeah. Let me just go the hard way. Well, the hard way for me. Yeah, flex is fine for this, but yeah, but sometimes I want to use grid, and I want to use grid. I'm going to use grid. Do you recognize error patterns by now, though? So let's see. We have each one of these is a I should have named these better because now I have to do this. I could have just said bar. I could have just gave a class of. Okay, that looks ugly. So we have grid template, template grid. Hold on, how do we do it? It's grid template columns and rows. So we need that, and then we do repeat, and then we could do it like this. I'm not. We could do. Actually, no. One FR, one FR, one FR. But there's another way we could do it because I want these to take up the remaining. So why don't I just do? I wonder what happens if I do that. Okay, yeah. So it did the thing, but this is taking up a lot of space. We don't want that. No, what we want is auto. Yeah. Auto. You see, we want auto, and then we want one FR. I think that's how that works. Yeah. Okay. See, I remember some stuff. Ugh. And then I forgot how to do a gap. Man, I forgot how to do a gap in grid. But either way, we did a good job. So we got bar container. Then we got bar. With gap. No. Isn't it column? No, it's column gap. Yeah. Like it's because I think it's different. Yeah. It's different with grid. No, but you're right. No, you're right. Gap is right because gap will do both. Gap will do column and row at the same time. So I could just say gap one rim and it'll be the same. Yeah. So you're right. New. Okay. And then let's look at the Figma file. There is a slight gap. So that's good. That's good. We did good. We did good. Should we take a little break? A little breaky break? Yeah, that's what I mean when I say it does both. Because if you just put gap, if you're doing grid and you just say gap and then the unit, it'll do grid column. It'll do You said so. Draco 6721 said, "How you gonna do that dynamic loader? You mean these things right here? You talking about these? Is that what you mean, Draco? Showing all my chesticles. We can just do this. Yeah, yeah. No, we don't have. No, it's not animated. And even if it was animated, that wouldn't be an issue either. But it's not animated. It's just, we're just gonna do it with JavaScript. It's just gonna, this is gonna be a percentage of this thing right here. So the underlying bar is gonna be considered 100%, and then whatever this percentage is, we're just gonna say it's gonna be 16%, and it'll be 16% the width of this bar underneath. We're gonna make this position relative and this position absolute. You get it? Anyway, break, break, break. And I need to put on some pants. I don't know why. You ain't cold? Yeah. Hell yeah. Cold up there. But it's up to you. Do you want the heat on? Right now? Smell what? That was fast. Oh, I smell it too. Y'all, Texas has some bipolar weather. We're taking a little breaky break. Gotta have a break. Any questions, good sirs and ma'ams? Any questions? Any questions? Hey, kudos to you for jumping into CSS and JS instead of just reaching into React or something. You're on the path to enlightenment. Thank you so much, Cole5981. It brightens. I haven't been looking for a dev job at all because I'm not qualified yet. But I'll probably be working in education while I try to work towards a dev position. You can look at my GitHub. You can also join the Discord server. The GitHub should be in the description. In the GitHub, you'll see the green squares. you go to my GitHub, if it'll load. And thank you, Cole5981. Make sure you uh, go to the Discord and let me disconnect from the Discord. All right. Is this gonna load? Oh, the internet's doing that internet stuff again. So anyway, you can go to my GitHub. And thank you, Cole, because there's not a day that passes by where people aren't like, when are you going to do React? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do, you know, like, shut up. 48 days, you're already a web dev. You know, somebody else said that. But I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that yet. If it was a pandemic, I would have got hired already, from what I understand. If it was pre-pandemic days, I would have got hired already. I would have been in there. We're taking a breaky break. Gonna relax. Gonna rest. So that we can have a long and prosperous stream and get work done. Hi, I'm from Mexico, by the way. I've been a dev for a year and still can't find a job. Market is rough. Nah, so many people only know React and nothing else. In my day job, sometimes it's impossible to ask people for help because they don't know how anything gets done. What's a project you're proud of, or like your go-to one you talk about in interviews? I don't have one I talk about in interviews because I haven't done interviews. I've only been doing this for 48 days, okay? So it takes a little bit longer before you start doing interviews. The link for the Discord is in the pinned comment. Hello from Brazil. Hello. I was let go since June 6th, 15 years as a professional dev, 2 opportunities coming next year. I feel like 2026 is going to be the year for a lot of people. Hmm. That's weird. I didn't think you can just go with React and you'll make it. Like React is that good where you can just know React and everything will be okay. That's crazy. Hmm. I see. I think I might call it a stream. Been doing it for 2 hours because I said today I was only going to do 2 hours. So I guess the last 9 minutes we will talk about things. Do you guys have any questions for me? Any advice for me? I do take a lot of advice. I'm willing to take advice. You can also type your advice in the advice section on the Discord. We also have a food section, an advice section, a project section, a resources section. You can code snippets, like if you see, if it'll load. Usually when we're on stream and y'all want to like talk about what y'all think the code should look like, y'all could post it here. Then we got our chat. It is rain. I think applying to startups is good for juniors. What I noticed is that those React devs only think in a React way, but they can't even start something from scratch without React, e.g. document.get element ID. That is crazy. I thought that would be the basics. I thought that would be... Huh. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and stuff too. You guys getting jobs in this market. My friend just got a job. I'll show y'all. I'll show y'all. And I told him he was going to get the job too. Some people think it's impossible. He did this. I don't know. I have the CompTIA A plus. That's as much networking stuff as I have. He posted for 101 days and he finally got a job. And that was a week after graduation. He just graduated and he got a job. And he showed them his YouTube and I know that helped. So I won't lie, a part of the reason I post on YouTube is because I know that the job market is going to be rough and I know that people are going to want to see work. Maybe I need to add some context. I work from Mexico, so I'm used to work with near shore companies which sell junior as senior. Damn, kudos to him, bro. Damn, that's impressive. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is possible, y'all.